Alright, so I've taken my SD card back out of my Wii, put it back in my computer, so we're ready for part 2 now. So, like I said, I got all the files for you guys, so here's part 2 from earlier. So now we're going to open that up. So you got 3 things in here: Gecko 191, codemanager.exe, and ultimate code list. So we'll extract them all. Just put them on the desktop. And we're going to start with this, Gecko 191. So this is your code. This is going to be your code manager. This is the actual app. So we're going to go in here. And so as you see here now, I've made 2 new folders. Sorry, I've made 2 new folders. So you're going to right click, say new, and make a folder called codes. Right click, new folder, and call that apps. So we're going to open apps, which I've already made. And we're going to put in, now where did I put it? Gecko 191. So we're going to pop that right into your apps folder. Okay, so we'll stop there for now. We're going to pop that back into the Wii, and I'm going to show you what that did. So pop your SD card back into the Wii. And start up your Wii. Alright, so I don't know if this happens for you guys, but when it gets to this screen, I always just wait for about 7 seconds before going to the Homebrew channel, or sometimes it freezes when you try to load the application. So it's been about 7 seconds, so let's go. So now you guys all remember this screen. But alright, so I wish this fucking shit would get off my TV there. So now we got an app, Gecko. So you can press A on that, use the D-pad to go to load, and you can load it. So this is your first app. Installing apps is pretty much all the same as what I just did, but you can get them all at the at homebrew.com, or weebrew.com, sorry, I believe the website is. Yeah, it's weebrew.com. So now you have Gecko. So I mean, with this you can use cheats, whatever you want basically, right? And then you launch the game. I have no codes on it yet, so anyway, let's continue with step 2. I'll show you how to actually put some codes on it. Alright, so again, the SD card's back in my computer. We're back at the CPU now. Okay, so now for the actual codes, if we want to. So I'm going to do this for Brawl. We're only going to be talking about Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I don't give a shit about any other game on the Wii except Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So you're going to need these 2 files, which I've included in your download. So you got Ultimate Code List. This is a list of codes that I have not made. I've just found codes all over the internet, and what I've done is just put them all into one text file. So it's a pretty big list, tons of different codes, and they're for Brawl. They're only for Brawl, so if you're looking for anything else, you're out of luck. I mean, they're easy to find. You can find codes anywhere, but I've just taken every code I've ever found for Brawl, put it in one file. So this is your code manager. People call it the Ocarina or whatever, code manager. Anyway, it's just the code manager. So you open this. This is an exe, so it's a program we're going to use for the codes. So Gecko, sorry, this is the Gecko cheat code manager. So you go to File and Open TXT file. So I mean, obviously you're going to open the other file I gave you, which is the ultimate code list, and then boom, wow, suddenly you get all these codes, right? For it's all, like I said, all for Brawl. So you know, I'm just going to give you guys a real easy example here. Let's just put infinite jumps. So player 1 infinite jumps, and let's make myself 4 times bigger than usual. So that's all I'm gonna do, just to show you guys. So you go here, you say store of modifications, then you go down to the bottom here, export to GCT. Now also make sure your game ID, if this is for Brawl, up here is RSBE01. That's important. These codes change depending on your region, like Japan, America, and Canada, right? So I think for actually all of North America, it's continental. Sorry, I don't think it's by country. So it's RSBE01 if you're in North America. You probably are if you're watching this, or you're not going to really understand me if you're from China or whatever. So export to GCT. More than 250 lines of code are active. Do you want to continue anyways? Actually, let me just check what else is active here. Oh yeah, I got my own stuff going. Well, anyway, that's okay. So sometimes, you know what, this is a good warning. You don't want to, it just basically is saying you don't want to have too many codes. If you have like every single code activated, you're gonna freeze the game. I should be fine. I've experimented a lot and seen what works, so I don't think this is gonna freeze it. So yes, continue. Store the file. Just store this to your desktop. Call it. Make sure this is important. You call it RSBE01, the same as the game's description, or it won't read the file. It has to be called RSBE01. So it's stored it to there. We can close that now. So here's the file we just made. So now you open up your SD card, and now this is when your codes folder comes into use. Let this just load. So you open up your codes, and that's where this file goes. Again, make sure it's called RSBE01, or you're just gonna be sad, nothing's gonna happen. So let's take our SD card out, put it in the Wii, and I'll show you what it does. Okay, so let's fire up the Wii. The SD card's back in. So I mean, all of this should be working for you guys at this point. It should be exactly the same as long as you follow the instructions. If not, you know, leave comments. I can try and help you out. Like usual, I wait about 7 seconds before I select that, just because it freezes for my system if I don't. Alright, so there's Gecko loaded up. And just launch game. Alright, so I'm just gonna fast forward this part. So if it goes, you know, if it's not going as fast as it is on your system, don't worry. I'm just fast forwarding. Alright, so here we go. So just go to a brawl really fast. Just gonna select Mario. I love Mario, he's the best. This is Fox, not going to touch anything, straight to the level, and I should be 4 times bigger all the time, and I should have infinite jumps. Let's see how this goes. And there you have it. So, pretty cool. Obviously the hacks work. I can jump infinite times, as you can see. So that's it. So I mean, that's basically it. There's your hacks, and also there you go. When I taunt, I can view my character's entry. So that's really it. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to post it. I'll try and help best I can. If it didn't work, I'll try to find a solution. Biggest problems you'll probably come across are probably if you have a different system menu version, then you'll probably need a different method. But so far, I think, like I said, I did version 4.2, and that works for everything 4.2 and lower. I think there's only version 4.3 higher, and if there's enough people that ask, maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to get that to work. So thanks for watching, subscribe, like my video, like some other shit, you know, have fun, live life. Peace.